They want to know if the author has a good book, but also does the author have a platform, and can they develop a following or an audience for that book? It's a way for them to validate that this new talent and this new book is something that people are interested in. So that's 4 of the secrets. The 5th secret, again, probably not super surprising, but knows the power of social media. And again, this is where audience is the key. And what I really think is important is to have a blog as the centerpiece of your social media. The reason is because you can interact with your audience. It was no coincidence, and this happens to me very often, but today I had a conversation with an author who has some children's books and is working on developing her social media presence. And one of the reasons why I think a blog is so important is because it not only allows you to put content out there, but it allows people to comment and allow you to start a dialogue around the topic of your book. And that's an important thing, because your book is just one piece of content that allows you to build a following. If you're able to create the right kind of blog, you can create a following around your ideas and around the thoughts contained in the book or the subject matter of the book. And this is true whether it's fiction or nonfiction. With technology, you can actually use the blog as a thing that can push out to your Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn account. I'm going to share my blog address with you at the end of the presentation, but when I make a post on the blog, it automatically gets posted to those 3 things. And it could get posted to more, but Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So that anyone who might not be following my blog directly will follow that, but is a friend of mine on Facebook or might be following Twitter or on LinkedIn, is made aware of that blog and then turns to it. It also allows you to provide real-time updates on news and events. So if all of a sudden you're going to be doing a webinar, you're going to be appearing on a radio show, you can get the word out very, very quickly to the people who are most interested in what you're doing. And the last thing I would tell you is if you're going to do social media, you really want to use tags very successfully. By that I mean you want to tag your content in such a way that people searching for content like yours will find your book. For example, if you were to go on Amazon and look at my children's book, Eli the Stable Boy, you will find that let me tell you a little bit about the book. It's a book built around the nativity story, and this boy Eli is actually a boy who gets the stable ready, lo and behold, for the birth of the Christ child. And so the way it's tagged, though, is not Eli the Stable Boy, but it's tagged around children's books or children's books for Christmas. So what you want to do is you want to think about how would people search for the content that you have in your book, and you want to create those tags, whether it's on your blog or on places like Amazon or anywhere you have your book, because people typically, if they don't search directly for your book because they don't know about it, they will search for content similar to your book, and you can actually pop up in search results. So that's an important thing. So that's 5 out of 7 of the secrets. There are 2 more I want to share with you, and that is number 6, put together a marketing plan before you are publishing. Most writers think the hardest thing they're going to do is write the manuscript, and I have to tell you, writing a manuscript to finish is a difficult task. I tell authors all the time, having an idea for a book is very easy. Starting to write a book is easy, but writing a good book to the finish is difficult work. And that's why there's so few people who actually get all the way to the end of being an author. Because if you really are committed to your work, it's going to take you some time and effort. And I will tell you that, again, I've done it twice now, and I have another couple books in the works, and it's a challenge. But even while you're in the midst of that hard work, you want to make sure that you plan a marketing push for when that book is done. And what you want to do is, again, I'm going to come back to this, describe your audience. I have to tell you, the longer I work with authors, the more and more I'm convinced that this is the key.